2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. All right, all right, all right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, family. How you guys doing? It is a Sunday morning. Let me know if you guys can hear me first and foremost. All right. I'm gonna grab maybe some tea. Maybe some tea. I already had a cup of coffee. I was supposed to save the cup of coffee so that this way I could drink it during the live stream. Um, but I had to wake up, man. I had to wake up. All right, so I'm waiting for you guys to come on board. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I want to talk about life. All right, I just want to talk about life. That's what I'm trying to do this morning. So, happy Sunday. I hope you guys are having a good day today. I know today's Sunday, first of all. I know you guys are wondering why am I not at church? Guys, I'm not gonna hold you. I went last week. This week there was so much going on, like between the things I have to do within the house. That's not an excuse, but there's a lot. All right, I didn't bring my clothes to the dry cleaner. I didn't bring nothing anywhere, so I had nothing to wear. So it is what it is. God forgive me. I prayed here, and that's my Sunday. But if you're at church this morning, pray for me, pray for my family, and yeah, just I just want to tap in with you guys, see how you guys are doing. Let me see what the chat's saying. Okay, we got 2 people here so far. I'm usually used to 20,000 people as soon as I click on the live. You know, but I'll do it too. All right, I'll do it too for now. All right, but we got to get you know a lives together. When y'all come in, make sure y'all click on the like button. I ain't trying to be thirsty for like. How you guys doing this morning, guys? To be completely honest with you, if you guys want to know why I came on this live stream this morning, it's because of this haircut, bro. You hear me? It's because of this haircut. Let me know if you guys can hear me. If you guys can hear me, just say good morning. Type good morning. For the 2 people that's here, just type good morning because I'm using this mic and I want to know if it's working. So just type good morning. Say yes, I can hear you because that would be a waste of time. All right. So if you guys can hear me, just say yes. Just say good morning. If not, I'll end it and I'll just restart it. All right. So just let me know. But you know what? I don't even mind. I'm just going to talk to myself. For the meantime, when you guys decide to talk, just say yes, we can hear you. So, anyways, I want to talk about life. Guys, I'm 29 years old now, right? I'm 29 years old, getting ready to turn 30 in June. And I was just thinking about, oh, you can, I can hear you. All right, thank God. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Um, Guys, I'm 29 years old now. I was just thinking about life in general. I'm turning 30, thinking about like goals, things I want to accomplish for the next decade, thinking about my son. He just turned 1 years old. Thinking about my life, my mother, just everything. All right. So I ain't gonna hold you. I woke up this morning. I was literally missing my dad, right? I was missing my dad. I'm not trying to sound soft on y'all, but I was missing my dad because he died at the age of 65. But you know what? I said, I can't stay down. I can't stay depressed. We all have somebody who we lost in the future, right? I mean, in our lives, right? We all have somebody we lost, and that's life. I mean, it's a circle of life. There's people who comes in our lives and there's people who goes. But I feel like what we have to do is appreciate the peoples in our lives right now, right? So yeah, I miss my dad, but here's the thing. I'm a dad now, right? It's almost like Lion King. You know what I mean? And so I have a son now, and that's a blessing, right? That's literally a blessing. I'm watching him watch Miss Rachel. I gave him his breakfast this morning. I just watched him bust his ass. And it's really incredible, you know what I mean? And I'm realizing that what I should be worried about, like I know like my dad, he probably knows I love him, I miss him, everything like I'm doing in my life. I wish he could watch and see it. We all have somebody who left, who's not here, and we miss them a lot, right? But my point is like I have to be happy. I have to be happy because God gave me the greatest gift of all. And I feel like that's my son. I feel like guys, everything we do, if you guys have kids, right? It's probably you do it because of your kids. Am I wrong? Everything we do is because of our kids. So like if you continue your education, it's because you're trying to better yourself for your kids. What's up? What's up, bro? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Guys, I'm just talking about life. I'm free flowing and I'm just letting it rip. All right. Reason why I even hopped on this live stream is because my barber did such a good job. All right, did such a good job, and y'all know me. A brother don't know how to act when he gets a haircut. I had to hop on with the light skin face and all that. All right. You feel me, man? That's when you get a haircut, we don't know how to act. Honestly, I even know where this watch was. This is the Movado my wife got me. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna throw this on the live stream too. Just to add a little bit of, razzle dazzle for y'all. All right. Just it's just the what can I say? It's just the ambiance. All right. You feel that? You feel me? It's just little ambiance I'm adding for you guys, just the vibe. So first of all, before I talk about life, let me just backtrack, all right, because guys, I like watching fights. Anybody watch the Jake Paul fight versus Mike Tyson? How y'all feel about that? You guys watched it? Because we have a lot to talk about. Today is just a conversation. Who watched that fight, man? You know, the undercards was fire. Joke of a fight. Yo, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. What a joke of a bro. Like, all right, guys, we can't hate on Jake Paul though. I never saw it. It's on Netflix. You guys can watch it. But you can't hate on Jake Paul. This guy is a genius. You giving the blue Q Hefner vibes in that robe. Yeah, man. The black Q. I don't know who that is, but yo, this don't lie. This rose found you because I was looking for black nurses in ER. By the way, wow, man, that's a specific search, man. I'm about to just keep making videos because if we got people on the internet going on Google on YouTube, black nurses in the I'm about to make that the title of my next video, all right? So that this way I'll be the first face you see. All right? You better believe it. But anyways, yeah, I was watching the fight and I was just like in shock and in awe. First of all, the undercards was fire. The Mario Barros fight and the girls too. Those girls was fighting, man. Y'all seen the girls fight? Amanda and whatever her name is. Yo, she had that cut. They robbed her. They robbed her, man. I think she really won that fight. Let's be real. If you guys watch the girls who fought, I think she really won that fight. They robbed her. It's a highway robbery. But you know what I think what it is? If you guys, what is it called? DraftKings? Love your vibes. I appreciate you. Thank you. Filled with love. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. But let's go back. Like, if you guys, you do sports bet, what is it called? DraftKings or FanDuel? I don't know. I feel like a lot of people betted on the former champion to win. People was not trying to lose their money. All right. So that's why, listen, man, they gave her the fight. And when it comes to Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, you guys got to understand this. My guy's 58 years old. Mike Tyson's known for blowing a lot of money, but he made a lot of better decisions later on in life. We know he's in the weed business. Guys, this was his retirement plan, man. 58 years old. My guy, he had a bleeding ulcer. He had to get blood transfusions and all that, right? He said, "Hell yeah, I'm gonna fight Jake Paul." Guys, my guy was in the middle of the ring just like this. And you know what? I respect Jake for not like really putting it on him because he really could have put it on him. If he truly wanted to, he could have put it on him, but he didn't. Even towards the end of the fight, when he vowed respect, I appreciate that. And a lot of people hate Jake Paul, but I think he's a genius. You guys got to understand marketing. You guys got to understand the internet, right? Like the people who rock with me, I rock with you. I love you. But there's people who don't like you for no reason, right? And what a lot of people do is they use that, right, for momentum. They use that to actually help advance their lives and their careers. You know what I mean? They thrive off of haters. I hate to say it like that. But like Conor McGregor had a whole bunch of haters. Floyd Mayweather had a whole bunch of haters. So does Jake Paul. Jake Paul has a whole bunch of haters now. And you know what? He's using that, right? He's capitalizing off of the hate. And I hate to tell you guys, I'm using the same. Everyone won in that situation. Yes, everybody won in that situation. I agree. It was a win-win situation. And Mike Tyson dead told you, yo, I don't care about legacy, man. Right? I'm about to go. I need this money right now. You know what I mean? And to be honest, man, like me as a YouTuber, I'm actually inspired, right? I'm actually inspired, and I ain't gonna hold you, man. Like if there's any senior citizens watching this video right now, and you guys want to see me with their hands, let's make it happen, right? Let's make it happen. I don't mind anybody who's 30 years older than me. I'm 29. So if you're 59 years old and you want to make a quick bag off of retiring, I know we're probably nobodies, right? But the thing is, we could hype this fight up really, really well. You feel me? We could hype this fight up really, really well. any old people who's in a nursing home, whatever the case may be, off the clock. I love you guys respectfully, man. But you know what? My wifey used to work at a nursing home back in the day, and she used to tell me about this old man that used to hit on her, right? Hey, man, that old man who used to hit on my wifey, you could see me with their hands. I don't care how old you are, bro. All right. We could get it popping in the ring. All right. Respectfully. I love everybody. I love all my elders. I love you guys. All right. But for that specific person who was trying to hit on my wife, you can see me with the hands and we could put it on YouTube. And hopefully I can get a deal with Netflix as well. All right. So that's just my thoughts. I think it's genius marketing. I think it's genius business. Let me see what the chat is saying. All right. So Donna Little goes, Mike got some retirement money and passed the torch. Facts. Facts. She just passed the torch to Jake because she's like, you know what, you're doing something, and I feel like everybody's gonna understand what you're doing later on in life. So let me see. Rose says, how old are you? I'm 29 years old. You finna whoop him and then nurse him back to health. Facts, bro. I'm finna beat his ass, and as soon as I'm done, you know what I mean, get him right back to health. Do what we gotta do. And guys, you know, like my wife asked me, like, would I do the same thing? Hell yeah, I'll do the same thing. If I'm 58 years old, about to retire, what? Listen, nurse, you better put the wonder guards on me or whatever. I don't care if I'm demented, whatever. I'm gonna wander my way off the freaking facilities, and I'm gonna find a young person who wants to fight me. All right, it is what it is, guys. Some nah, yo, that's actually really ridiculous and wild. Hey, man, shout out to everybody out there, man. But bro, finna make a bag. Oh my gosh, guys. So listen, what else do I want to talk about this morning? I was talking about my pops. I was talking about my son, guys. I was just saying how life is really short, man. We really just got to appreciate these moments that we have with each other, that we spend with each other. Like when I look, my YouTube channel, I want you guys to actually know who I am, right? I don't even consider myself to be a YouTuber. Like, guys, about 4 months ago, 5 months ago, I had about 100, like 200 subscribers. You know what I mean? And out of nowhere, like, boom, we get all these subscribers. And honestly, I don't call them subscribers. I call you guys family. And I know people be like, yo, you crazy. We have serial killers on the internet. We have psychopaths. We have all this and that. Bro, who am I to judge people, bro? Who am I to judge people, man? Look, God said we're all brothers and sisters. So until then, that's what we are. I know there's people who love me and I know there's people who hate me, right? But the thing is, I'm still gonna show love no matter what. I think that's how we gotta be. Life is too short to sit here and make enemies with people. I think the best thing to do in this thing called life is laugh, man. If you could laugh, bro, that I don't know. For me, I love laughing. It feels really, really good. Laughing is like the greatest medicine of all, man. Like that's my authentic opinion of life. All right. So let me talk about how we could enjoy this thing called life in a sense, because with the power of the internet, you guys got to understand this. We're open to a lot of people lifestyles, right? We're open to people who have millions. We're open to seeing people who are broke. We just see everything, right? Back in the day, it wasn't the case. You would just live your life and you die, right? But now that we're open and exposed to the internet, we see everybody's lifestyle. And what we do is we make comparisons, and sometimes we make the wrong decisions and we just end up in debt. You know what I mean? We end up in turning into slaves because of other people's lifestyles. But you know, guys, I became the happiest once I lowered my expectations. You feel me? Once I lowered my expectations and just asked myself, as a human being, what the hell do I need? Oh my God, Red, thank you for the dollar. I appreciate you. Wait, that's 99 cents, man. Thank you for the 99 cents, man. At the end of this live stream, you better add another cent to it, bro, because I got to round that up. I'm joking. I appreciate you, family. I love you guys so much, man. But listen, sorry, man, you started dropping money on this chat, bro. About to add IRS. I didn't know if it was gonna work. Nah, that's all. God love you, man. Listen, I love you guys. YouTube finna take 30% on that 90. Hold up, yo, roll. Come on, bro. You're not lying about that, man. Let me not look at the chat, bro. Let me. But no, guys, look. As human beings, though, right? I don't want to lose my train of thought. Look, I know it sounds crazy, but I'm looking outside, right? I'm looking at the trees and I look at squirrels and I look at all these other animals, right? Right now, they're getting ready to hibernate. So they're collecting all the nuts and they're doing what they got to do. They have a very short lifespan. I don't know how long these squirrels, listen, I know you guys like, what the hell is he talking about? but just stay with me, please. My analogies are crazy, bro. But like they do what they gotta do, right? They eat, they need warmth, they need whatever the case may be. They have babies, whatever the animals do. But the problem is, human beings, we are so advanced in our thinking and our thoughts where we create all these complications. And I don't think life needs to be that complicated, right? Being happy, listen, man, when I lowered my expectations in life, I became the happiest. Okay. So for example, I did not know I was moving into my forever home. All right. This is my forever home. All right. Because let's talk about the economy. Let's talk about everything that's going crazy right now. Like the cost of living, like for a house, for whatever, a car. Man, it's crazy out there. Am I lying, guys? But I've never seen a squirrel or a bear complain about the cost of living. You feel me? I never seen that, not once. But the thing is, like us as human beings, man, like I feel like we complicate this thing called life. It's called greedflation, not even inflation at this point. But we complicate the things in life. And what I feel like as human beings, this is what we need, all right? If we could have a roof over our heads, right? And your house isn't hot during the summer, like let's say your house is cool during the summer and it's warm during the winter, you're automatically blessed, right? It don't matter if you're renting the damn place or if you have a mortgage, because at the end of the day, life is rented, right? God is renting life to you. I don't care how big or how many square foot your house have, right? At the end of the day, you could only go to sleep in one bed. Okay. I did an experiment this year. All right. I literally stayed at an Airbnb every month. I blew the bag. Don't get me wrong. I took a vacation every month this year, and honestly I didn't care. It was a experiment that I wanted to do, and I stayed at this one Airbnb that had freak. It was like a mansion. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't care, but I wanted to see how it felt like to just live in a mansion because I was working so hard, just wanting a big house, right? And I stayed at that Airbnb, and there was like what 7 bedrooms. It was really dope. I had a couple of my friends there, but there was a lot of empty bedrooms, and I stayed there for a hot minute, like I think 5 days. And guys, I thought about it, like, what am I gonna do every night? Do I just hop into another room? Nah, as a human being, I only need one bed to go to sleep in. You feel me? I only need one pillow to put my head on. Some people need two. All right, whatever. But then after that, I thought about it. I'm like, yo, I need a fridge, right? I'm talking about the essentials in life, right? I need a fridge to put my food in. I was with my son and my wife. She was pumping. I needed a fridge to put the. Matter of fact, the fridge was so inconveniently far. I had to walk mad long. Like I had to go to the east wing to go to the kitchen. It made no sense. And I'm like, all right, what else do I need as a human being? Now this is like a nature show outside, guys. I'm sorry. I'm looking at a falcon. ADHD. I'm sorry. But what else do we need, right? We need hot water to wash our ass, right? If you have hot water and cold water, you're blessed. I don't listen, guys. The tub was nice. It had all the aesthetics and all that, bro. Man, I was getting ready to take a bucket bath because that shit was too confusing. I didn't know how to turn it on. All right, but eventually I turned it on. I took a good shower, and then after that, I walked around the Airbnb and I was just looking, and I was like, man, why do we bust our ass to, I got an experiment of it, and then I was like, why would I want this property tax in my life? Why would I want this gigantic mortgage? Why would I want to deal with all these maintenance and imagining the outside, trying to keep up with the lawn and everything that comes with it? I was like, why would I do that? You feel me? Like, I don't know. I enjoyed it. I experienced it. And I said, baby girl, this is what happened where I said, forget it. I'll definitely never live in a big house. It was dark, and I heard a sound in the basement. All right. Now listen, mind you, I'm cuddled up in bed, sucking my thumb and everything. We had my son. He was laid up next to us in the middle, and my wife was there, and she said, hey baby, what was that? Listen, you know what I did? I had my one of my boys who was sleeping in the basement because there was a room there too. I texted him. Why would I go downstairs to go check what the sound was? And I only imagine, like, hold up, imagine we were the only one in this house. You know what I mean? You got ghosts sleeping in the other rooms. You got thieves and burglars. Yo, if you guys didn't watch this movie, go on Netflix, watch The Rental. Watch The Rental. Guys, after doing that little experiment, that social experiment of staying into big houses, I realized, man, you don't need a big house, all right? What you need is one bed, one or two pillows. You need hot water. You need a fridge. If you have a washer and dryer in your house, you're blessed. And after that, guys, you guys could simplify your life, because the reason why I'm making this crazy example for you guys and give you guys these stories is because there's a lot of people I know, nurses and people who just who love materialistic possessions, and they say, hey, listen, I'm about to work my ass off to buy this mansion, to buy this big old house, right? And then they become a slave to a big mortgage, and they work all their lives not getting to spend time with their kids, working two jobs. And what happens is a lot of them don't even get the chance to pay off their mortgage, because what happens is you're human, right? You become ill, you become sick. Your body's like a vehicle, bro. You're going over 100,000 miles, and then what happens is, your body betrays you, and what happens? Like, bro, you die. You die, and then the bank gets the house back. See what I'm saying? The bank gets the house back, and I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like we need shelter, right? We need to put food on the table. So if you guys are able to do that this morning, I just wanted to let you guys know you're blessed. Whether you're renting, whether you have a mortgage, you are blessed. Don't let society fool you into thinking that this is the American dream. You need to have the house with the white picket fence and all this and that. No. Matter of fact, you're just going to turn into a slave. They want you to do that because that's how this economy works. The bank wants you to take on a loan so that this way they can leverage that money into other companies and businesses, so that this way they could continue to make profit and capital and live their lives while you're broke. All right. So this is why when I first graduated, I was looking for a foreclosure. Where I live in right now is a foreclosure. It looks like this now because I put a lot of renovations into it, but it did not look like this. Okay. So that's the point I'm trying to make with you guys, because the biggest expense in anybody's budget, in the American budget, is figuring out where you have to lay your head at night. You feel me? That's the biggest expense. If you guys could lower that expense, right? If you guys could lower that number one place, like where you have to lay your head at night. I don't care if you're renting or if you have a mortgage, because you know what? My son, not once did he ask me, hey, dad, are we renting or do you have a mortgage? Not once, right? So the point I'm trying to make with you is, I don't know, but eventually, even when you get older, you have a big house, eventually you won't be able to climb up them damn stairs. You're going to have to sell it, right? And let's say you have to go to an assisted living or a nursing home, God forbid, right? You're gonna have to sell your property and use that capital to pay for your nursing home bed. A lot of people downsize when they're empty nesters, whatever the case is, because they realize there's no need for all this space they got. And then they're like, damn, man, why was I paying this? And what happens is their life passed them by, So I'm saying this because I want you guys to, I know it's tough, but there's some people out there right now who are in their 60s or who's in their 50s. You live in a big house. Listen, sell that shit respectfully and go rent somewhere. Put that money in the S&P 5. Let's let it chill. I don't know. We could go into details. We'll talk about it. But let me see what the chat's talking about, because honestly, I forgot you guys are even here. I'm just talking, bro. All right. I would rather. All right. So let me scroll all the way up. Let me scroll all the way up. Shout outs to the chat. Shout outs to you guys to just listening to me. Good morning, Nurse Petty says. Good morning, Fritz. Good morning. How are you doing, Nurse Petty? I really appreciate you and all the support you be giving me in all my videos, guys. I'll be talking about whatever, and you guys just be showing up. All right. I love you guys for that. I cannot pronounce this. Chidi no ma ubi. I just killed your name. I'm sorry. Good morning. Yes, I can hear you. Linda Lewis says, good morning. How are you doing? I am well, watching live. We love you. Thanks for sharing blessings. God bless you guys too. Salute chat. Nurse Petty says, Road goes, I did the same. Took trips, rented expensive places. My happiness didn't go up. Guys, see? My happiness didn't go up, and I'm happy. I actually did that as a social experiment. The last trip we took, right, with my wife, we went to Aruba. And guys, let me tell you something. I was just parenting in another country. All right. I took pictures of the beach from my room because, first of all, it was too hot to go out there with my son, right? There was no kitchen, so I had to wash and like sterilize breast pumps using the sink. Guys, it was more work than anything. I needed a vacation from my vacation. All right, I told my wife, listen, I don't even care about the damn beach. I don't want to go nowhere. The only place I'm going to next year is probably Hawaii because I'm doing a Spartan race. I have a couple of people actually on the live who's gonna join me and do it. So shout outs to them. But yeah, I'm gonna do a Spartan race. But besides that, like I don't know. That's another thing I want to talk about when it comes to trips. But I want to see what you guys are talking about really quickly in the chat because you guys know I will run with any conversation. All right, so Red goes, I would rather build my own house and those empty bedrooms go to you after a while. I would rather build my own house and those empty bedrooms get to you after a while. All right, I'm sorry, I'm lost it, but yeah, yeah. Like, I want you to elaborate on what you mean there. All right, build your. I don't know. Like, okay, let me know what you think about that. Explain, elaborate. And he also says, I think donation helped the algorithm a little bit. I don't know. Yo, man, I definitely think it does help the algorithm. I'm not out here begging, but I truly want to say I appreciate you, man, because that dollar's gonna come in handy. And even if YouTube take 30 cents off of it, bro, let me tell you something. I'm gonna put that in something, bro. I'm gonna put that in something. I'm gonna add that. Yo, Chinese food is expensive nowadays, all right? I remember I was trying to buy some Chinese food. They told me $12.50. I didn't have the 50 cents on me, and they was not trying to give it to me. All right. So listen, I truly appreciate you. Okay. Patricia Morrison goes, Nurse Patty, I am 75 years old, retired RN. Yes, retired, but always a nurse helping. Wow. Shout outs to you. Shout outs for the service you did. God bless you. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, it's very inspiring and motivating to see that there's a lot of different type of people who watches me, people who are in their 50s, 60s, 70s, people who are younger, older. I don't know. It's just a blessing. Um, and I love it. Shout outs to everybody who's here on this live stream. I don't have a live stream schedule because my life, guys, is all over the place. My priority is my son. All right. He's my priority in everything. Like when it comes to work, like he's my priority in everything. YouTube, like I rock with you guys because you guys are a priority to me as well. Because at this point, we created some type of friendships. Like, guys, I literally created best friends on the internet with strangers, which is crazy. Like, look, Nurse Petty, Ro, everybody who's on this chat right now. If you continue to watch me, after a while, you're gonna turn into my best friend. You can be like, damn it, how did he do that? So I don't know, man. Let me just keep reading the chat. Yo, it's hot in here. It is extremely hot. I might have to just open up the door. It's a little bit too toasty in this house. All right, so let me keep reading what it's saying here. Blended Gray goes, that's how I'm feeling, bro. Wanted to rent my entire property and move, but there's no need, honestly, unless I want more stress. Facts. Sometimes we just add more. Moving is very stressful. The process of moving is so stressful. I agree. Like, it's not even worth it sometimes, man. Like, I did not know I was moving into my forever home, man. Guys, this is my forever home. I have about one more kid in me. I pray. I mean, I want a daughter, but I wouldn't be upset if it's another boy because now I know that they could stay in that room to the end of times. You feel me? They gonna get a bunk bed and they gonna figure it out. Eventually, they gonna have to separate the beds, and they're gonna be 18. And I'm like, yo, listen, if you want a big house, you go buy the big house yourself. You better play some sports. You better do something where you could just get it. But right now, this is what daddy could buy. All right. So that's my thought, man. Let me keep reading. Roll goes, materialism doesn't fix the emptiness inside, nor does it heal trauma. Guys, bro, you're dropping some gems. The chat, guys, if I'm looking for content, all I gotta do is read what you guys gotta say. If you guys have anything in your mind, any wisdom you want to share, drop it in the chat so I can share with everybody. But that is so true. Guys, you guys gotta understand when it comes to materialism, when we die, we're not gonna go with anything. Right? We're not gonna go with anything. And there's a lot of people right now who's working overtime, right? Who's working overtime to buy probably a Louis Vuitton bag, right? I get it. If you want to have experiences, I'm with you, right? I love to spend money on experiences, but I'm I became less and less of a materialistic person. And it got to the point where like I first of all, I always put God first, but then it's just like I stopped chasing money for what everybody chases it for. All right. That's why it's easy for me to do YouTube. It's easy for me to just talk because my agenda, my goal is not to really I know of course we could generate revenue, we can make money off of YouTube, but my goal, right, is to show people like how to just enjoy the simplest thing in life because we complicate life. Wait, my son needs a passy because he's about to start bugging out. Give me a second. Give me a second, guys. We really complicate life. Me, papa. Me, papa. Me. Yay! We complicate this thing called life, and life doesn't need to be complicated. If you don't buy that crazy expensive car, you won't be in debt, right? If you don't buy a crazy big mortgage, you won't be in debt. If you don't max out your credit card, you won't be in debt. But hear me, I understand. This economy is crazy. There's a lot going on. There's inflation, the cost of living, everything's going crazy. But there's some things that we have control over, right? That's volunteer debt. Materialism is not in anymore, guys. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not in, right? There's some people like this is a Movado. All right, this is a Movado, guys. Don't get me wrong. This was a little gift from my not a little gift. This was a big gift from my wife. But you know what? Look. This is the only material. This is the only jewelry I wear, guys. My wedding band and this watch my wife gave me because I always wanted to go watch and she got this for me. And I said, "Thank you, God. Baby girl, I love you. I don't need a Rolex. I don't need that, man. Guys, when you die, you can't go with nothing." And I hate to say it like that. I don't want you guys to not have any dreams or aspirations, but yeah, get it. But there's a way you get these things, right? There's a way you buy these materialistic possessions, and I want to talk about it. I actually have something pulled up here, like for nurses, because it's like a segue to my next point when it comes to materialism and everything like that. This is why a lot of nurses, they be falling for the traps and they end up broke as soon as they graduate. Feel me? Reason why is because I don't know if they were living in deprivation prior to becoming a nurse. I don't know because nursing school is tough. You lose a lot of money, you lose a lot of sleep. It's very stressful, and a lot of times, if you're the only person, like if you're living a single parent household, I don't know how some people do it. Right? It's tough. People who's working full time during nursing school, you're probably the brokest you're ever going to be. But when you graduate, you finally have some money in your pocket. You finally have some money in your hands, and you want to treat yourself. But guys, I just want to warn you because this is how a lot of people end up broke and in debt and become a slave for the rest of their lives. So any new grads on the chat, anybody who's here who just started nursing school, who is looking into going into nursing school, I want you to not be a slave or don't fall for the traps of materialism because you know what? If you go on Instagram, if you go on YouTube, you're going to see a whole bunch of people who's flexing all these nice things, but they're trying to trap you. Listen, they need you to buy it because that's how the economy works, right? If everybody was to become financially literate and started saving and investing, let me tell you something, the economy would tank, right? So it's okay. I understand my message might not reach everybody, but for the people who follows me, man, listen, man, come on, man. Why I want us to be one of the ones who live this good life, who enjoys it, and who enjoys the simplest things in life, but also, you know what I mean? You guys with me? Let me see what the chat's talking about. All right, so I'm gonna get into that talk. I'm gonna talk to nurses here. I just want to talk a little bit about investing, so that this way, there could be some actual gems in this live stream besides me chopping it up. So let me see what I'm talking about right here. Boom, boom, boom. Ro goes, materialism doesn't fix the empty. No, I read that already. Nurse Petty goes, so many nurses I know are house poor. Seriously. See? Every comment is like another whole conversation I could just drag. So not only nurses, guys, there's a lot of people who are house poor. And the thing I want to say is if you have some equity in your property and you see you could sell that joint and move into a one bedroom apartment, I don't care if you gotta be the Brady Bunch up in that house. Listen, man, Dee, you sleeping on the floor. Day, you sleeping in the bathroom. Hey, man, I can't be house poor no more, man. Sometimes that's how I gotta be. All right. All right. Nurse Art Love says, "Good morning. You always give great financial advice for young nurses. What would you recommend for the new nurse in the third quarter of their life? For the new nurse in the third quarter of their life." All right. So, third quarter. So you hold up. You talking about the quarters I was talking about, and like the video I was talking about somebody who's like in later on in life, because I did mention about there's quarters in our lives, right? The first quarter I mentioned is 0 to 20, and then the second quarter is 20 to 40, and then the third quarter is 40 to 60, and then the fourth quarter is 60 and up, right? Because we all have quarters in our lives or seasons in our lives. So if that's what you're talking about, so I'm gonna get to you, Nurse Love, right now, guys. Listen, I'm gonna keep you in the chat. But listen, guys, if there's any new nurses here, no matter what age you are, I feel like one of the first things you should do is try to pay off your consumer debt. That's the trick, right? That's the trick, all right? If you are in your your 40s to 50s, try to pay off your consumer debt, because I get it, right? They're probably going to stress you out about retirement. They're probably going to stress you out about you don't have enough in your nest egg, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Man, you know what you need? You need food. All right, you need water. You need shelter. All right, there's a few things that we need as human beings. So what you have to do is pay off your consumer debt as soon as possible. And I know it might sound crazy, right? But start with the lowest one, right? So it might be your car note. Do you have a car payment? Pay that off, because now that you have this new income, let me tell you something. This income is going to work wonders for you once you can free off all your consumer debt. Because you know how people build wealth? The tool they use to build wealth is their income. But the reason why we're unable to build wealth is because we're giving our income to other people. We're falling for the traps of life and society and materialism. So if you've made mistakes in the first quarter and second quarter of your life, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up. But now's the time to use this capital to pay off your debt, right? So if you have a car payment, pay that off. If you're in nursing school using your credit card, pay that off. If you owe somebody in your family, your auntie, pay that off. It might take time, guys. It took my wife and I 4 years to pay off $300,000 worth of debt. It was not easy. Our relationship was not the best, all right? We barely had a chance to see each other. I barely had a chance to drop the dick off. Excuse me, respectfully, for the people who's here, but we are all adults, all right? This baby came from somewhere, you hear me? But it was very, very tough. Our relationship was very, very tough, but you have to make that sacrifice. Guys, I didn't make a YouTube channel until I paid off the debt, because I didn't want to be in a position where, because I had a lot of car payments, right? Like my guys, I had two BMWs, and I bought a car for my mom, so I had a lot of car payments. I had three car payments simultaneously, and I had to pay for the mortgage, and I had so much stress. So if you're in the third quarter of your life, that's the best thing you could do for yourself, because first of all, you're going to give yourself a raise, right? When you get paid, you're going to start to realize, oh wow, let's say you get paid 2,000 a week. Whatever your paycheck is, you're going to realize, dang, all this belongs to me. And what happens is you no longer need to work 4 days. You no longer need to work overtime. You no longer need to work 5 days. You no longer need to work 6 days. Now you can work less days. Now you could just work 3 days, right? And enjoy the benefits, right? Because at that season of your life, yes, we have to chase. I want you to get ready for retirement, which we're going to talk about, but you cannot neglect your body. All right, because we got to think about the use of money in the third quarter, right? The use of money is really amazing in the first and no, in the second and third quarter. The use of money is phenomenal, because you're probably starting your life, you're probably starting a family, you probably just got married, you probably oh sorry, sorry. You're probably paying for your kids to go to college, but then towards the end of your life, like, you start to realize your kids are gone, you're trying to settle down. So the thing I want you to do is try to minimize as any debt you have in your life, because you don't need $1 million to be happy. What you need to do is not be a slave to consumerism or debt, right? That's what I honestly think. Because when I got rid of that debt, right, I didn't even realize how my life was gonna change. For me, I read Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover, and I was just doing it. And then after that, it was when I was done, I realized, oh snap, I don't have a car payment for 500 for $1,000 or more, plus the insurance for 1,500. Whoa, what can I do with this 1,500? Wait. Let me put this in S&P 500. Let me invest this. Whoa, this is how money makes money. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to pay off your consumer debt, so that this way you have control of your income, because your income is the greatest wealth building tool that you have. Okay, so nurses, even if you're in the first, second, third, fourth quarter, um this advice could apply to anybody. Okay, so I feel like it's very liberating when you and I'm not gonna lie, like I said, very liberating. I literally seen somebody in the chat said liberating, and I used that word real quick to make myself sound super sophisticated. All right. Yeah, no, but that's the main goal. All right, so nurses, that's look, I know Florence Nightingale is gonna say, I want you guys to focus on the cranial nerves and all this and all that, but at the end of the day, man, there's something called life, and as human beings, we have a responsibility to provide for our families. Nurse R Love says, great advice, thank you. Wow, thank you. Listen, I'm happy that was good advice, because that just came from my heart. I wasn't reading a script. So I'm happy that I don't even know what I'm saying. Sometimes I have to rewatch these videos, because I feel like I just be speaking in circles. All right. And I want to keep going, because I don't want to keep elaborating on that too much because I want to make sure I read everybody's chat. Nurse Petty is laughing hard right now. Red goes, the silence and lack of having family around makes people feel lonely by themselves in a big house. It's also kind of stressful. Okay, so we're going, yes. Guys, that's another thing. All right. See, I grew up in a one bedroom apartment with my four other sisters. My mom had five kids. And I feel like it's important, right, to that was important for me because I hate to say it, people who have huge homes and big houses like that, if you get mad at your brother, all you got to do is go to the east wing, right? And you don't got to see your brother ever again. You don't got to talk to them, man. Like, here's a perfect example: Harry Potter. All right, you got the Slytherins on one side, the Gryffindors on one side. They beefing in the same house, bro. They beefing in the same house. But you see me when I grew up, right? And if we had beef, we had to squash it right there. We had to figure it out. We had to talk it out. We had to make amends, and I feel like that was good. It helped us build social skills, how to deal with different personalities. Because in the world, you're gonna have to learn how to deal with a lot of people. You can't just isolate and get mad and disappear. You know what I mean? So this is why I'm happy that I'm in a smaller place. And don't get me wrong, I could move to a bigger place, but I don't want that stress in my life, right? I don't think it's necessary. Right? I don't long for anything materialistic anymore, especially after paying off the debt. I don't want to add any more debt to my life, right? I definitely don't want to add any more debt to my life. But there's a lot of other things that I want to show you guys. I mean, this live stream is only 40 minutes, so we still got time. My son's not crying yet. Hope I didn't say nothing. Let me keep saying. Donnie King says, good morning. Rose says, bro, did you see Bitcoin go up? Man, Bitcoin's about to be 100 bands, and honestly, I'm so upset. That's the one thing I didn't invest in crypto. Actually, I'm lying. I have a lot of Dogecoin, and I noticed that went up, but Bitcoin is going up, and they have a Bitcoin ETF. Guys, this is Bitcoin is a digital currency. I can't even explain it because I don't know what it is. The only thing I can say is, damn, I wish I would have put some money in it in 2012. You know what I mean? Shoot, man. I would have took whatever. Even if I was broke in 2012, I would have went my mama's purse and be like, Mama, I'm getting some Bitcoin for us. But it is what it is. Bitcoin's about to hit 100 bands, guys. So that's something to look into. If you guys are all into that investing strategy and all that stuff. But hey, guys, honestly, you guys can keep it simple. You know what most Americans use to build wealth is their 401k and their property. To be honest, and at the end of the day, even if it goes up to all these things, what are you gonna do with it? You know, buy a bigger house, buy a faster car. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm in my crib right now. You don't know what I have parked outside, right? I could have a Rolls Royce parked outside or a Toyota. You don't know. A lot of these people on you look, MTV Cribs was all fake. All right, MTV Cribs is all fake, and they posted a video about that too the other day. But you feel me? So like I don't know, guys. Like that's my thoughts. If you are investing, like my whole idea of investing now is to leave an inheritance for my children's children. I read the book Die with Zero, and I feel like that book done changed my life. Look it up, Die with Zero by Bill Perkins. That book done changed my life, and I use money differently. All right, besides tithing and for me, the goal of becoming a millionaire, multimillionaire, is to be able to help Haiti one day. I want to create the Gabriel Foundation to help people who don't have it. But I don't want to just give to people, right? You have to educate people. How does money work? This and that, because you could give it to them and they could blow the bag, right? So I think it's important that I like for me, my goal is I make jokes, I make a lot of things on my channel, but you guys got to see like I'm drawing in attention because I actually want to talk about God. I actually want to talk about money. And sometimes I will create a persona. I'll make people hate me, but then when they come into my channel and they see what I actually talk about, like, damn, this kid, he really just got my attention, but I actually love him. I hated him at first, but but you know what? There's a method to the madness, guys. Like nobody watched the news because there's good news. I never seen good news. People like drama, so I know how to just reel people in. All right. So excuse me, guys, if y'all seen whatever y'all see me post, man, there's the method to the madness. All right. But let me keep reading the chat here. So, and guys, you guys can see this is definitely ADHD at its finest. How do we talk about Bitcoin and what am I talking about now? See, whatever. Nurse Patty goes, I bought my own home with 6-year rent to own. Now I own my home. Wow, congratulations. Congratulations. That is fire. Guys, that is fire. Listen, rent to own, I have to look more into it, but that is fire because you was already there and now it's yours. That's fire. Getting rid of debt is liberating. Big facts. Chris goes, Fritz, what's going on, brother? It's Chris. We still got to do that one-on-one. Send me an email with your availability so we can set it up. And that robe's fire. That color, LOL. Hey man, appreciate you, man. Guys, my email is fritzgabriel7734 at icloud.com. If you guys ever want to just chop it up with me, whatever the case was, I ain't gonna hold you. In the beginning, man, I used to do coaching calls, right? I used to charge people, but then I was like, you know what? Forget all that, man. I don't care about you. Why am I charging? I just want to speak to people. You know what I mean? So listen, man, we could chop it up for free. I'm on Instagram too. My name is Fritz Gabriel there. If y'all want to meet me there, let's just chop it up. If you guys want to talk to me one to one, because I learned so much from you guys. You don't understand. There's a lot of people who's watching me, who's older than me, who's wiser than me, and they give me advice in life. You know what I mean? But there's some people who gives me advice like when it comes to like my some things I do when it comes to my career and stuff like that. I just want you guys to know there's a strategic method behind it. I'm very methodical on how I move. I'm not dumb. I understand about making videos at work. There's a lot of older heads who speak to me like, be careful about this and like that. But guys, I'm very unorthodox in how I move, and I believe in myself like Kanye West. So I just want you guys to know that. All right. So hit me up on my email. Talk to me. Let me know what your thoughts are. I want to know where you guys are in your journey, right? Because I know you guys probably don't want to put your business on this live stream, right? Because there's 40,000 people watching right now. But you know, don't look. Everybody look real quick. There's only 15. But if you want to have a one-on-one with me, yeah, chop it up with me. Let's do that. All right. So facts, Chris. And we spoke last time. I want to know how school's doing, bro. We spoke last time. It's either about school or you were I think you're almost done with school. I forgot your situation in particular, but definitely we got to chop it up. Bro goes, I got you, little bro. We only a year apart. Hey, so you big 30. Big 30, man. Yo, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm when I hit 30, like that season of my life, guys, like from here on out, because my dad died at such a young age, my goal is just to spend as much time with my son as possible. Right now, I'm working really hard. I'm like a squirrel, bro. I'm about to hibernate, right? I'm about to take 3 months off. All right, I'm busting my ass just to take 3 months off, and I'm about to watch Harry Potter with my wife and son twice, bro. That's what I'm finna do. I don't care about getting rich, all these things. No. That's not a priority for me. I'm trying to enjoy this thing called life because you guys got to understand. There's only look. It's already November, a limited amount of time, bro, and it's not guaranteed that everybody gets to 65, right? Life, I hate it. So as a nurse, I see people getting betrayed, people getting cancer diagnosis, people, you know what I mean? So my goal is to spend as much time with my son, make him laugh, and spend as much time with you guys too. That's my legacy, right? I'd rather not go to work, not make money to make somebody laugh on the internet. I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care. I'd risk it all to make you laugh. People be like, why would you make that video there? I don't give a damn, bro. That's my business. I'm a grown man. I'll go on unemployment, right? Just to make you laugh. Talking about, oh, blah blah blah. You aren't you worried about this and that? I ain't worried about none of that, man. I ain't worried about none of that. So I'm just keep reading. I'm just free flowing, guys. I just want y'all to see my mind, to see where my mind is. All right. So Road goes, bro. Definitely invest for Lil Man, even a couple of dollars a day, so that when he turns 18 years old, he's set from compound interest. Yes, guys. So I look. When it comes to investing, I totally agree, and I truly appreciate you, bro. But yes, everything I do is for him, man. Everything I do is for him. All right. My life, this YouTube channel is for him, right? I wish my dad had a YouTube channel because I want to see how my dad is. Because God forbid something happened to me, he's gonna watch these videos and see his dad's true personality. That's why I don't care what people think about me. Sometimes, guys, I make videos. People be like, "You need a therapist. You shouldn't be having these conversations on the internet." I don't care, bro. I said when I die, my YouTube channel barcode is gonna be right there on my tombstone. This is for my son. Everything I do, this is my digital legacy, but it's also a digital investment. Guys, we need to make sacrifices. Okay, so I totally agree with you. When it comes to your kids, that's what the Bible says: leave an inheritance for your children's children. But when it comes to die with zero, it also says, why not? While you're alive, give your kids what you have, right? Why wait till you're dead to pass on an inheritance? You know what I mean? So trust me. I'm living a very frugal lifestyle. I'm living very below my means because I want to show my son, like in the future, what we're doing. You know what I mean? Because yes, I'm investing in 529s for him. I have an individual brokerage account for him. my 401k. I listen, guys. I live on less than $40,000 a year. Even I don't know, like there's so much I want to talk about when it comes to compound interest. All that money, I don't need all that money, right? So everything's gonna go to him, but he needs to be a good steward so that he could pass it on to the next generation, so that this way we can create generational wealth. And start it. Why not start it? You know what I mean? That's the whole point. And I want to talk about that. I definitely want to get into that. But guys, I don't know when I'm going to get into it because we're 50 minutes into this video and I still haven't gotten to one thing yet. So I don't know when it's going to happen. Oh my gosh, man. Um, Red says there's still money to be made in crypto, but you gotta get on Telegram to talk to people who knows about it. I'll look into that. I'll look into that, guys. To be honest with you, my investment strategy is extremely boring. All right, got a brokerage account, got a 401k, and I got the equity in my property. Right, that's what I got. Right, and if I'm gonna diversify into crypto, why not? You know what I mean? But as long as they don't take time away from me, right? Let me tell you something. I was getting ready to start an Airbnb business. I was getting ready to do all these entrepreneurship stuff. And I said, nah, I'd rather just do YouTube because I don't want anything to take away time from my son. At the end of the day, my goal is to just he's my one-to-one patient, basically. I want to be at arms. I want to be close to him. All right. This is my life. This is why I went to work. This is why I paid off the debt. This is why I did all that stuff. Listen, all these numbers on the computer, man, you could wake up one day and it could be hacked and that thing says $0. You will be sick. Not me. I ain't need it anyways. I'm with my son. We watching Harry Potter. Right? So that's my mindset when it comes to investing money. That's not my goal. Um, Everything is gonna come to pass, man. And I'm at a point in life right now where I feel like everybody in the world's in fourth quarter. I feel like my goal is to get closer with Jesus. I've been repenting. I've been praying. I've been asking God to like cleanse me. And I'm not trying to sound like a prosperity preacher. I'm not trying to sound like I'm a perfect Christian because guys, you guys know I still curse. I'm not the best person, but day by day I try to be better. I try to be right with God, and I just want to be a good role model for my son, so that this way he could have these foundations in his life. You know what I mean? So that's my mindset. Let me keep reading what y'all talking about, man. Because all right, so Jay goes, bro, you should make an animated TV show with all the tea from your work. That's guys. Jay, I think you're starting to realize what I'm doing. All right, so let me break the news for you guys right here. Guys, it's like there's a lot of different personalities within me. I'm not trying to sound crazy or like split, but I could be a preacher, I could be a comedian, I could be a lot of different things. Right now, I'm trying to make a deal with Netflix. All right, I'm trying to create this whole drama, right? This whole charge nurse drama. I got people emailing me talking about, yo, Fritz, man, you gonna lose your job, bro. The boss is gonna get this. Bro, I got my coworkers helping me, bro. We all there together. I'm like, guys, come on, bro. What we gonna come up with? You feel me? I got mad people. I got the CEO helping me write this. We trying to manifest a deal with Netflix, bro. Y'all don't understand, bro. Listen, I'm not a mean person. I'm actually one of the sweetest people you ever gonna meet. Listen, they love me. But man, I'm trying to make a TV show for y'all, man. So be entertained, laugh. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it, bro. We good on this side. All right. So that's the whole point. I'm actually literally, guys, this is a whole show I'm making. Like that's the first episode. I'm gonna drop another episode and I'm gonna make it juicier. I'm gonna make it riskier. I'm not gonna be dumb. I'm not gonna violate HIPAA. I'm not gonna show where I work. I'm smart, guys. I'm smart. You feel me? And at the end of the day, guys, like I said, I decided to start YouTube when I came to a point in my life where even if I was to get fired, I'd be okay. Right? I didn't want to do YouTube because I'm very outspoken and I say how I feel and I have no filter, bro. Right? I almost lost my license because of that whole nursing home situation. Feel me? So trust me, I hate to say it, bro. Like, yes, I'm a registered nurse. I love what I do. I'm not dumb. But at the end of the day, like, you know what I mean? You gotta ask yourself, what would you do for clout? I'm a level 10 clout chaser. All right. We will risk it all. All right. Get to level 10. Get to level 10. Let me keep reading what the chat's talking about. Oh my gosh, man. Guys, I know you're shaking your head. I'm a character, guys. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Um, All the tea, yes, guys, all the tea. Nurses actually run away from me now, man. Nobody want to give me the tea now. All right, they be trying to run because they don't want me to put their business on the internet. Donnie King goes, comparison is a thief of joy. Big facts. It truly is. Comparison is a thief of joy, guys. You got to appreciate what you have, what God has given you. And if you could practice gratitude, you will be the happiest person ever. All right, you will be the happiest person ever. Heaven says, hey, boo. God bless you, sister. God bless you, sister, with your hey, boo. See this? I'm a married man by the name of Jesus. God bless you, sister. Hey, how you doing, Heaven? How you doing? Chris goes, Fritz, I'll give you the rundown here. I want to help others also. I'm 30 years old and I pause on saving for retirement. I currently make 60K a year and have an option for overtime whenever. I have 60K between 457 plan and a city pension. Oh, wow, you got a pension. You're lit, bro. You're lit. Let me keep reading. I drive a Honda with a $301 a month finance payment. Currently have 18,000 left on it. If it was a lease buyout and I have 9,000 credit card debt. Okay, just need help budgeting, LOL. So this is what you do, man. If you make 60K a year and you have the option of making more money, right? Well, you better pick up all the overtime possible. Let's get that income up so that this way, and you're telling me you're saving for retirement and all this stuff. Definitely pause all retirement. You know what I mean? Like, listen, guys, don't let me sound like Dave Ramsey right now. Don't let me sound like Dave Ramsey. Rice and beans. All right. But you're definitely gonna have to pause on any type of investing. If you have debt, it makes no sense, especially depending on the type of debt, because you'll make a better return by just paying off the debt as opposed to investing. Right? You could probably make a solid 10% return on your investments in the S&P 500, but if you owe money on your credit cards or etc. and it's charging you 20% APR, you better off just pay off the debt. So I'm looking at your situation here so far. You're telling me that you have a 457 plan. Okay, so I have 60 between four. Okay, so that's your retirement plan. All right, so it's a pension. I'd pause on my investments. You have a pension, so that's lit. Pay off the car as soon as possible. That's 18,000. You could definitely do that really fast. All right, I can't do mental math, but listen, divide that by 12 and you figure out how fast you want to pay it off. All right. You have $9,000 in credit card debt. I would pay off the credit card debt first and then I would work my way to paying off that car lease. If you want it, hey, just keep it, man, because cars are expensive right now. Keep that car, man. And after that, when you're done, I'd build up an emergency fund if you don't have it yet. After you build up that emergency fund, I'd go right back to investing. And depending on your age, you're 30 years old right now, man. You don't even have to invest that much, guys. Let me show you something. All right, I have this open right here for you guys. All right, check this out. See this? I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me grab my camera and just show you guys what I'm looking at real quick. All right. Now we're gonna talk money, cause now you got me in my bag, bro. You respectfully got me in my bag right now. Now that you got me in my bag, we're gonna talk about it. All right. So right here, you guys can look this up. This is called moneychimp.com. So you're 30 years old, right? And so this is something I want to show you because I want to clear it out. This is your 401k. This is an example of the 401k. I was just doing some math here, right? Just showing people this the simplicity of life, the simplicity of investing. And this is why I talk about paying off your debt as soon as possible, because your income is the greatest wealth building tool that you have, right? People's gonna say, do this business, do that. Nah, man. You could be lit based off of your income, right? So this is why I want you to free up your income and get rid of the debt. All right. So Chris, everybody who's watching, anybody who's watching, let's say this. All right. So Chris, you're 30 years old, but listen, let's say you're a new grad. Let's say you're 22 years old. The sooner you do this, the better. So stop investing for now. But if you do have a match at your job, if you have a 401k match, no, invest up until the match. Right? I don't believe in that. Well, that's what Dave Ramsey says. He says pause everything. No, I don't agree. Put some money inside, at least get the match. But here's the thing you do, okay? When you graduate, pay off the debt. Pay off the debt as soon as possible. Credit card debt, cousin's debt, mother's debt, whoever you owe, pay it off the debt. Medical debt, pay off the debt, right? Now you have 100% control of your income. So you're saying you make $60,000 a year, right? Now, the next thing I want you to do is see how you could lower your living expenses. Because like I said, the number one expense in anybody's budget is where they live. So if you're renting right now, if you got to get a roommate, get a roommate. If you're a girl, you got to get a girl roommate, get a girl roommate, because I know the economy is not the one right now, right? If you're living home with your mama, try to stay there as long as possible. Okay? Ain't no one rushing anybody right now to move out at 18. That's not the same. If you guys want to get ahead, you hear me? This is how you got to do it. So let's say this is just a 401k, all right? Next year, in 2025, you could contribute up to $23,500. This year it was, hold up, I'm up. This year it was 23,000, but now it's 23,500, right? Now, all right. You might not have that now, but let's say somebody like stacked up 23,000 their first year of working right after nursing school. In your case, you're 30. Let's say you stack that up, all right? Now, let's say every year, of course, they're going to increase it, right? Because of inflation. But let's say every year you decide to continue to put on 23,500, all right? That same amount. Okay. So by the time, and I hate that the results is already there, but act like you didn't see that. All right, whatever. Just act like you can't see that. But let's say you want to retire at the age of 60, all right? And on average, S&P 500 give a 10% rate of return. Now, act like you don't see this. Boom. You see that? By the time you're 60 years old, you could have $4.6 million sitting there in a nest egg. All right. And that's only investing the bare minimum of 23,500, right? So now listen, this is with everything. All right. This is just a compound interest calculator. So this is the same case. If you want to invest, let's say 50,000 a year, right? But the thing is, it depends on what you invested in, right? This is in the 401k. You can't touch this money until you're 60 years old. All right. But let's say you decide to invest this money in a brokerage account, right? Now, there's a difference with like the brokerage account, guys. There's no benefits when it comes to tax. Matter of fact, you have to pay capital gains tax if you decide to remove the money. But listen, let's say you just live below your means. So I want to show you guys what I'm doing. All right. This is all I'm investing. I used to try to invest like 50 grand a year. I used to try to like do the fire movement thing. Man, I'm good, bro. 50 mil, 5 mil by the time I'm 60, I'm good, bro. If inflation is that bad, then we have a bigger problem. All right. If some Chinese food costs $500, we got a bigger problem. All right. So that's all I invest in, my 401k. I put a lot, I also put money in because listen, guys, another goal I want you to do is try to stack up 100k as fast as possible. All right. Try to stack up 100k as fast as possible, because let me show you one more thing that it will do for you. Okay. So let's say you have a brokerage account, right? And after I'm giving you guys everything I know, I just want to give to you guys, right? So let's say you don't want to wait. For me, I want to be a nurse until the day I die. I don't mind the bedside, especially I work part-time, so it's not too crazy on my body. So I'll just keep doing it, But let's say you have a brokerage account, an after-tax brokerage account, right? And you stack up 100 bands. This is the after, because like let's say after that, so that was the 401k I just showed you, right? But now let's say you wanted to put some money aside in an after brokerage account, because the good thing about the brokerage account is you could access that money before the age of 60, right? So let's say before you turn 30, you stacked up 100k in a brokerage account. Let me show you what would happen. See that? 100 bands, and you decide not to put another dollar in. You let it sit there for 30 years with an average rate of return of 10%. Look what this would turn into. So listen, this 4.5 million, 4.6 million is from, right? This is simply from your 401k. That's what you're going to retire with when you're 60 years old. But basically almost 5 million plus this right here. This would basically turn into, without investing another dollar. Let's say as soon as you graduate at the age of 22, you work really hard, and then by the age of 30, I don't know, that's like 7 years, you put 100 bands into a brokerage account, right? By the time you get to 60 years old, you would have accumulated $1.7 million, guys. You hear me? So that's basically 2 mil plus the 5 mil. You could retire with basically $7 million, right? So guys, that's the trick. That's one of the little things, like, I'm not going to hold you. That's one of the things that was my goal to do, stacking up my first 100k, right? Once you stack up 100k, man, Compound interest will get it somewhere, right? So if you stack up 100K and you decide like after that, all I want to do is put money aside into my 401K, which is 23 bands, guys, you will be an inevitable millionaire. All you need is patience, all right? And that's what wealth building is. It takes time, it takes discipline, and it takes money, right? And living below your means. So, Chris, I want you to try to stack up 100K as fast as possible in a brokerage account. If you want to retire early, or if you just want to have that money just in case in the future, but that's something to look forward into doing. That's some goals I just want to set for you, Chris, because if this is like a coaching call, this is something we're talking about. Somebody who's 30 years old, I feel like that's a goal. If you want to work hard for a season of your life, the first goal you should do is pay off your debt. Boom, get the debt out the way. And then the next thing you should do is build an emergency fund. Boom. And then the next goal, stack up 100K as fast as possible. You could do that in a brokerage account. And then, you know what I mean? Because if you're a nurse, you're going to be making this is why you have to increase your income for a season. But once you're done doing that, you could slow down. Right? You could slow down. Okay. And now I have a dilemma because I wanted to pay off my house, but this is something I'm gonna talk about on another live stream, right? Because we don't got time for all this. But I decided not to because it wouldn't make sense because my interest rate is so low, it's 2.9%. And I'd rather keep that money in brokerage in my S&P 500. The reason why is because I'm getting a greater return. Okay. And at the age I'm at, the season I'm at in my life, compound interest is my best friend, right? So if I just let the money sit there, it's gonna grow way faster. I'm gonna get a better return as opposed to putting that money into the principal of my house, which I won't be able to access. I would have to do refinance. I would have to, do a lot of nonsense to get that money. You know what I mean? It's like locking up dollars. Now the money is working for you, and what happens is you could slow down when it comes to working physically because now you have money that's working for you actively, like passively, basically in investments. So this is all the things I want to show nurses. I want to teach nurses because we become slaves to debt and materialism, all these stuff, man, and we just get trapped, man. So let me keep reading, man. You guys are having a whole conversation with yourself. I love that. I don't even know if y'all here. You're like, y'all know this stuff already, bro. Yo, you see that? I love how the chat makes best friends. You guys are just becoming friends yourselves. So I love that. All right. So let me keep reading what this chat is talking about because I want to read what everyone's saying, but then I got to continue my son's routine. I actually got to go. I have to read him some books. Miss Rachel was holding it down, but as a father, we got to stick to routine. All right. Normal programming. Um, so Chris goes, just need all right. So and as for school, I'm still enrolled in one class in the winter and two in the spring. Goals to finish by 2027 based off the way I'm going. Obviously, cash flow in school. You're smart. You're smart, bro. Cash flowing. I like how you're taking your time with it. And everything I was showing you, man, is just like goals for the future. Everybody has their own pace. Um, the harder you work, the faster you can get this done, but there's no rush to do it. The thing I want you to do is enjoy this thing called life. Because while we're throwing all this money in S&P 500, you know what I mean? Like you don't know when your time is, bro. You know how much people who have a lot of money in investments who's dead right now? So I actually want you to enjoy this thing called life. Don't stress yourself. Be on your own journey. All right. So let me keep reading. Ro goes, bro. People take life way too serious. They are miserable and are trying to turn you into them. Keep being you, man, bro. I appreciate you, man. I personally needed to hear that. You feel me? You just gave me permission to continue to be myself, and you know what? I'm gonna continue being me. So I needed to hear the bro. For real, for real. I appreciate you, man. Matter of fact, I wish I could, bro. I would send you, I wish I could send you money for that, bro. Because you guys be literally pouring into me, and I appreciate you guys for that, for real, like for real. Um, Red is just laughing right now, and the role goes, he finna be exceptionally young, man, because you in his life, money can't replace the time you spent with him. That time you pouring into him. Thank you, man. Facts. Oh, hold up. He finna be an exceptional. I could, you guys. I can't read for nothing, bro. Third grade level. He finna be an exceptional young man because you in his life. Money can't replace the time you spend with him. That time you okay, I got it. Yeah, yeah, facts. You know what? I agree. I feel like that's the best thing. My mom had to work two jobs basically her whole life, and I really got to know my mom later on in life. My dad being an entrepreneur, I really got to know him later on in life. And the one thing I wish they could have gave me was more time, not more money. So that's why we made the necessary sacrifices in the beginning of the journey to get rid of the debt and work really hard to, save and invest money. Because, like I said, guys, stack up that first 100K as fast as possible. But then once you're done doing that, you could slow down. You could hit the brakes a little bit and enjoy this thing called life. Especially if you're in your 20s, compound interest will work for you. But what you have to do is enjoy your life. Spend your money on experiences, not materialistic possessions. And I'm telling you, put God first in everything, because you know what? He's the one who gives you life. He's the one who makes sure your vitals are stable. If you guys are watching this video, that means your vitals are stable. You don't got no cataracts. You have Wi-Fi at your house, so we are all blessed, right? Because I have family in Haiti right now. They can't watch this live stream, right? So we are all blessed, and the fact that we have the opportunity to do this, it's amazing. All right. So let me keep reading. Donnie King goes, it's the parade of the boy whom Jesus told to clean his room, and the boy cleaned his room 3 times over. Oh my God, it's the parable of the boy whom Jesus told to clean. I didn't, you know what? Wait, Donnie King, what verse is that? That parable of the boy whom Jesus told to clean his room. I want to read into that actually, because I got to do my Bible study too. It's Sunday morning. I ain't go to church. I got to do my Bible study. All right. So let me know. Red goes, Chris, you're going to have to find a hobby that makes you money. Big facts. Big facts. It's whatever the hobby is. Ro goes, bro, you a Gemini? Nah, man, I'm a Cancer. Pretty close. I'm born in June. Cam goes, Saka fat boss. Why you not at Legley's today? I know, man. Like I lick or Legley's, man. I'm sorry. Oh, mon Dieu, pardon him saying, yeah, man. You see, I knew the Haitians were going to come up on the live stream on a Sunday morning saying, why you not at Legley's? They probably have me, they probably showing the pastor. Look, pastor, he didn't go to church today. I'm sorry, man. Like, look, my wife had something to handle today. My son, there's a lot I need to do today. No excuses. I'm sorry. Chris is red. I can do overtime whenever, just lazy, honestly. LOL. Gotta kick myself out of that bad habit. Well, listen, man, just make the sacrifices now, man. Cause you listen, there's gonna be a time where if you get it out the way as soon as possible, let's say by the time you're 35 years old, you could do whatever you want, bro. You already made the sacrifices once. All you gotta do is pay off the debt once. All you gotta do is stack up 100 bands once, and then you could just live your life on autopilot. You're allowed to be lazy, all right? You're allowed to do what you gotta do. All right, so let me see. Boo, boo, boo. Chris, look into. I love how you guys are talking amongst each other and giving each other advice. Cause yo, especially Ro, I appreciate you because Ro knows I'll be going on a tangent and talking, so he holds it down and he answers. Yo, I should make you a co-host, bro. If anybody has some serious questions and y'all waiting for me to answer it, yo, Ro, I want you to answer their questions for me, all right? Because I'm probably gonna agree with you, man. Because we have the same mindset. I can already tell. All right, let me keep. Yo, guys, I love these live streams, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I love it. Um, Shout out to you, Cam. Let me just keep. Ro, Chris, you live in New York City. Red goes overtime, not always the answer. Just got to get creative. Seriously, man. Chris is Ro, correct and true. You right. Where you from, LOL? We could be neighbors. Chris says, yo, hold on, Rose. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, I probably could be neighbors. All y'all gotta do is put the volume really high on your TV. If y'all hear my voice, go outside and you listen to the Gabriel show too? You know what I mean? That's how y'all can do it. All right, I'm about to get out of here, guys. But I want to make sure I read everything first. Make sure you guys are heard. Road grows, me too. I have a pension because I work from 17 to 30. Wow. So I got all in years. I left that position in 2000. Wow, 17 to 30. Bro, yo, you're smart, bro. You are smart for real, man. But I may go back into it in 2026. So shout out to you, man. They don't have a lot of pensions out there. So shout out to you for taking advantage of your opportunities, man. Rose says, Chris, I'm in New York City too. That's why I knew what you were talking. All right, man. Y'all need to go to Facebook, bro. Y'all need to go on Facebook, man. Why ain't y'all talking to me no more? Can I get in this conversation? I'm joking, man. No, but I just love to see how we chopping it up like brothers in this, man. Is there a way where we could just have like a gigantic like live conversations with all y'all, like all on FaceTime? That's something I'd love to do. I'd love to do that next because I want to hear you guys. I want to see you guys. Because to be honest, this could all be AI. You guys could be fake. What if you guys ain't real? All right, so let me just keep reading. Chris goes rogue. Gotcha. Definitely worth going back. I'm trying to finish school to get a better position where I work at to make more money. All right, you guys. I got to go to my. Let me see. Let me keep reading. Boom, boom. I'm reading fast now. Got you. Yo, Fritz, let's switch. I'll take the Beamer and give you my Honda. Hey, man, I gave my mom my Beamer already, bro. I'm driving a Toyota right now, bro. I already beat you to it, bro. I switched a long time ago, man. I don't need no fancy cars now. All right, man. Boom, boom, boom. All right, Copes in your city. If you need housing, they go. All right, nah, I'm real as they come, bro. You are real. You guys, listen, man. You guys are all real. I truly love and appreciate all you guys. It's called Discord. You can put everyone in a group video call and screen share. Oh, see that? I didn't know you can do that. Oh my gosh. Chris says, "Yo, you got a RAV4 or a Highlander, bro? Man, I got the limited edition Bogota. All right, Bogota. All right, Bogota Infinity. All right, that's what I drive, bro. That's what I drive, man. And we got real ops out here, all right? We got real ops out here. It ain't no way I'm gonna tell anybody what type of Toyota I drive, all right? Real ops out here for no reason, all right? I have a past life we don't talk about, but God done saved me. So hallelujah. Anyways, guys, I truly love and appreciate you guys. I'm gonna look into this thing called Discord because I feel like that would be really cool. Bro, I appreciate that because I didn't know what that was. I'm new to this internet thing. I'm happy guys I answered some of your questions. Guys, if you felt like this was all over the place, that's what I am. I'm all over the place. Look at my channel, bro. All over the place. I have look, I'm about to have 10,000 subscribers. I have 10,000 different niches, bro. I'm out here just trying to make sure I'm keeping everybody happy, all right? But anyways, I truly love and appreciate you guys. My son is actually locked into this new Miss Rachel episode. I'm gonna see if I could just wash some bottles really quickly and cook something. So listen, have a good day, guys. Stay blessed. Don't stress. Try to laugh as much as possible and enjoy life. All right. Let me read what you said, bro. I got a crazy church story. People from church broke into my home. I haven't been back since. Oh my God. Why, yo, bro? Oh, nurse. Oh, wow. You still? Wow. I appreciate you just hanging out with me this entire time. For real, nurse. All love. Guys, I appreciate you guys. Hold on, hold on. Why would you say that story right when the live was about to end, bro? I won't be able to think about nothing but the people in church trying to break into your crib. Why would you do that, man? Hold up. What? Hey, man, I might need that tea, bro. I could make a whole episode off that tea. I'll make a nice guys. I'm like Tyler Perry with it. I'll be writing some stuff down. You mean to tell me people from your church how to break into your crib? Ugh. Even my son's talking. He wants to hear it too. Ah, man, bro. Find me on Instagram, bro. Fritz Gabriel. I need that tea, bro. I need to hear that tea. Yeah, my phone was up for 3 days, and they said they were worried about me. It was a cold. What? Are you chat? You guys reading this? Bro, do you have a YouTube, bro? That might have to be your first YouTube video, man. I understand you probably have trust issues, bro, but man, don't let that stop you. Like I know people are gonna say you could, churches everywhere, blah blah blah, but you might just have to find another church. You know what I mean? But don't let that stop you because I just like you, I haven't been in church in years, bro, because I had some trust issues, but I got over that, and you know what? Like I have my own relationship too, like, but it feels good, Like I feel like church is like the people, because the building could burn down. You feel me? I feel like church is like the camaraderie and all that, but we'll talk about that. But bro, that was in a church, bro. That place you went to, bro, that was a voodoo party, bro. Yo, what? Guys, did you hear that? Y'all already know, man. That could be a title of one of my videos. You mean a church cult? Oh my gosh, bro. They even call my job and super looking for me. Yo, bro, man, you making this chat go crazy. Everybody was getting ready to sign off, man, and you dropped the craziest tea. I need this tea, man. I need this tea. I gotta get my hands on this tea. My super let them in because they said they were fam. I only knew them for 2 weeks. Man, follow me on IG, bro. Later, we'll chop it up. I'll probably have a separate FaceTime with you. Yeah, Nurse R Love. I know you laughing because you know the next video is gonna be crazy, bro. I be sipping all the tea in the world and sharing it. That's why you laugh. You're like, oh gosh, don't tell Gabe this. Don't tell Gabe this story, bro. I'm sorry, man. I need this tea, bro. But anyways, guys, I have to read my son these books. I truly love and appreciate you guys. Yo, you right? You know I'm a listen. I need that tea. Anybody have tea for me? Share it, please, 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 please. Follow me on Instagram, Fritz Gabriel. That's my name, and I'll have conversation with you guys. We will chop it up. And anyways, I truly love and appreciate you guys. I gotta go. All right. My wife will beat me up if I don't keep the routine. I love and appreciate you guys. I'm